my amazing artists. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited to start our lesson today. Today we're going to be creating a symmetrical butterfly. If you've ever seen a butterfly in real life, you might have noticed something about their wings. Do you notice something about my wings on my butterfly? They're the same. Butterfly wings are the same on both sides. So that is what symmetry means. When you see something that is symmetrical, it means it's the same on both sides. So today, your job is to make a symmetrical butterfly. Make sure whatever shape you put on one side, you need to make sure you draw it on the other. So we're gonna make our wings with lines and shapes that you already know. You are line and shape professionals by now. But just in case you forgot, I'm going to also send you a lines and shapes I know handout. This will help your brain start working if it's still on vacation. So look at the shapes, look at the lines, and please add them to your butterfly, but make sure whatever you put on one side, you put on the other. All right, friends, I cannot wait to see your beautiful symmetrical butterflies. Make sure that you upload them into our Artsonia gallery so that I can see them. Have a great day, friends. Bye.
So take a look at these real life butterflies. Notice how the colors and the patterns are the same on both sides. So when we're creating our symmetrical butterfly, here are the supplies that you're going to need. You're going to want to grab a white piece of paper, a black Sharpie marker, and a pencil, crayons or oil pastels if you have them, markers or watercolor paints, and then some water, a paintbrush, and then the handout if you need it. All right, friends, let's get started. So the first thing I want to do is lay my white paper out so that it is laying horizontally, so that it is long. As I mentioned before, you might want to grab a pencil. If you feel more comfortable drawing your butterfly first with pencil and then going over with Sharpie, that's fine. I'm going to start with Sharpie. Now, I'm going to go ahead and find the middle of my paper, and I want to draw the center of my butterfly. So I'm going to start with drawing a long vertical line, but notice I left space on the top and the bottom. Then I'm going to do the same line, a parallel line on the other side, and then connect both of those lines with a round line. It's going to look like a worm because if you remember, butterflies start off as caterpillars, which looks kind of like a worm. So I am going to draw some antennas. I'm going to give it some eyes and then a smile, of course. And then if you'd like to add any type of design to your butterfly's body, please feel free to. I'm going to go ahead and draw some stripes on mine. Once you're finished with your butterfly body, you're now going to start making your wings. Your wings are a big number 3. So I'm going to start at the top, draw a big number 3. And then when I go to the other side, I'm going to draw a backwards number 3. And your job is to try to make both sides the same. All right, now let's talk about our shapes and lines that we know. What I'd like you to do is to pick some shapes and some lines and draw them on one side of your butterfly. Once you've drawn one shape, stop and draw it on the other side. That way you make sure you don't forget any shapes and they're the same. So I'm just going to continue on drawing as many shapes and lines as I can remember, filling up my butterfly wings and making sure it's the same on both sides. If at any point I'm going too fast for you, just go ahead and pause the video and catch up. But now I'm ready to start adding color. So you have a choice. You can use crayons or oil pastels if you have them. If not, crayons work just as well. My oil pastels are my bright fluorescent oil pastels, so I'm going to use those to color in my shapes. So I'm going to take a moment here, color in all my shapes, and I'm even going to go on top of some of the lines that I created, and I'm going to use both crayons and oil pastels. Once you're done going over all the shapes and lines inside of your butterfly, if you'd like to add some lines and shapes to the outside, the area around your butterfly, please feel free to do that now. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead and get started with our painting. Now, I'm going to be using watercolors, but remember, you can transform your markers into watercolors as well. All you would do is color in your shapes with markers and then add your water on top to make it paint. But I'm going to go ahead and use my watercolors, and I'm going to start painting my butterfly. If you're using oil pastels, remember how they are magic. You can paint right on top of them because they're made out of oil, and water and oil resist each other. So it makes it go a little bit quicker. So go ahead, completely paint in all of your butterfly. Just remember, your butterfly needs to have symmetry. So whatever color you paint one side, you have to paint the same color on the other wing. All right, friends, get started. When you're finished painting your butterfly, go ahead and move on to the background and paint that a color that's different than your wings. That way your butterfly really stands out against your background. When you're finished with it, go ahead and let it dry, and then don't forget to take a picture of it. I would love to see your beautiful butterfly that has symmetry. So at the end of this video, there is a QR code that you can scan, and it'll take you right to our Artsonia gallery where you can upload your artwork. All right, friends, I cannot wait to see your beautiful symmetrical butterflies. I hope you had fun, and I'll see you soon.